Well, hey, what's up? It's your good old friend Greg, and I've just gotten down here in the kind of, I guess you'd call it the commercial district. I just see a lot of land and vehicles. I just got done observing, an area where it looked like they were putting in more railroad tracks and had front loaders moving concrete, of all things. As if you've heard me talk about the very factually 100% true process of the concrete, first of all, they dredge up concrete and then they put them in trains to, drive through the city and segregate and distract with their loud horns, but also to fill different trucks. Now, I got done with that over there, but as I was riding on, because I've got a lot on my plate, thankfully, that's not always a bad thing at all. It's good being a busy man. But I just came upon a parking lot, and I am in the market for some vehicles, some unique vehicles, and certainly down here at Woodhouse I've come upon some. Though I've never seen, like brand new ones, I am quite familiar with vehicles of this type, and I've always been kind of a fancy to them. They seem to kind of follow me around one, and I've always just been kind of curious as to what is going on in a lot of these. A lot of times I'm very suspicious, but not now because these are brand new. I just want to see if this would be something that could be useful for me in my vehicle transportation necessities. Now let's take a good look at the amenities on this, because I gotta capture this, we'll say, because when I get home I want to go over it. I don't want to just buy anything willy-nilly, because that's probably not the best idea. So what we got here, let me see. Well, I think you can see there. What we have here is a cargo net, interface block, driver, passenger, manual lumbar seats. That doesn't sound especially comfortable. I don't know if I'm going to be completely sold on that one. We've got sliding passenger side door with fixed glass, rear hinge doors, 12 daytime, speed control. Oh, US Connect. I wonder if that has something to do with the US government. 5.0 I don't know. Sirius XM, there we go. You can listen to Howard Stern. I just stopped that process in the just very recent past, because his show over the past couple of days has just been completely the shit. I mean, I kind of miss the days when Howard was, just full of just raunch and adult fucking humor and debauchery, and having girls, in there all naked and, just hamming it up. But it does have Sirius. Aluminum parking over here. Let's see what else we got here. This vehicle has not been rated by the government for frontal crash, side crash, or rollover risk. That's kind of interesting. I thought the government had all vehicles checked for that, but I have a sense that this might be a vehicle that is generally bought by the government for use for things I'm not too completely certain about. This might be something I will consider. I'm not completely sold, but you never know. I don't want to I don't want to go in there willy-nilly. I'll keep my options open. Let's read what we got here. Now, this is kind of contradicting. This says these have been tested. I don't know. I just now thinking about it, it's kind of a morbid thought. I don't know. It just popped in my head. It almost looks like just a van where, have you seen the movies where, somebody is out walking and a van pulls up, kind of the likes of such, and a bunch of people in black masks get out and just pull somebody inside. That's the first thought I got, but that maybe I've watched too many movies. It looks like a body van. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could stack a lot of bodies or cadavers in there, but I'm just throwing it out there. Here's a truck that well, this one's nice, but not what I'm looking for. Now, this one certainly interests me. I do like unique things, and I mean, if you look at that, it almost looks like a spaceship or outer space type vehicle. I mean, we got like a big, I call them dildos. I mean, those dildos on the roofs. I see cars with those like big plastic dildos. I mean, I'm sure they're not dildos, but rather, oh, what do we have here? Now this van has a lot bigger room. You could fit a lot more bodies and cadavers in here, certainly. Even though that's not my bag, but I mean, if it was, I certainly could see why that would be. Let's go over and read the manual. This one, besides bodies, I'm sure you could fit just endless amounts of surveillance equipment in a van like this. And I'm sure that's oftentimes what it might be, considered for, you could put a couple flaps on those back windows and, a lot of monitoring equipment. But let's go around and read the official sales pamphlet. Woo! I want to get a back view. That is a gem. Well, and certainly back here, well, let's say it was used for a cadaver transport, certainly they could just open up these big back doors and let them out. It might be a dual type thing where a surveillance and cadaver, containment van. But let's read the specs on this. Now we want to get, oh, there we go. Let's get a good picture of that. Okay, we got electronic roll mitigation. Well, that's interesting. Trailer strip damping. I'm not too comfortable with that, trifecta of words. Got remote keyless entry. Hi. Let's see what else we got here. Media input hub, which is exactly what I was talking about. It does look like a big surveillance van. 4 speakers, air conditioning. Certainly the stalkers or the whatever surveillors will need some air conditioning. You wouldn't want to make them uncomfortable, because then you can really have some upset, stooges. Let's see. Telescoping steering column, cargo lamp, hinge doors, clearance lamps, dark gray brick. Hey boss, you got a cigarette I could get?
Yeah, I'm getting low.
Thanks.
Alright.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
You can pretend you hate me and
Yeah.
tell them all sorts of bad things about me.
We all have wonderful days.
I know. Have a good one, my man. Well, now we're kind of getting into cars that I actually would just, like to ride. And, oh, wow. I don't think this would be out of line as a comp from the government for stealing my 2005 Dodge Stratus, and this certainly is a cherry piece of work. I like that. Let's see, total cost. Oh, $26,000. I don't think that's at all out of line, because they certainly owe me a lot more than a car. But yeah, that's a badass. They do have some nice vehicles once you get past those surveillance vans. And hey, I love Woodhouse and Hyundai, and let's face it, they're going to make a couple vehicles for those surveillance stooges, should they use that for that. But hey, they got to make money. I'm just getting gift ideas because, let's face it, well, last night I certainly wasn't, what's the word? Put in a setup situation to be dark, but the night before I was. Now these all, Brock or whoever, these all, one of these, I like blacks, so if it certainly would be a good start. Not much of a truck man though. That is, wow. That is pretty cherry. Woo! Wow. How much is that concept? Here's another one, Obama. In government, I don't want to say all the names. 36,000. That's certainly not out of line. After all, you've spent hundreds of billions of dollars, fucking with my life and the areas around me and employing people to just fuck with me, and over the past 5 years and fueling vehicles to do such. I don't think that's even a drop in the bucket of what I certainly will expect and get, but it's a nice start. Hey boss, quick question. Do you guys sell Stratuses to like Dodges at all?
Yeah, all those are Dodges.
Do you have any Stratuses?
Those would be in the used. If we had one, it would be up in that front row right up there. Not the very front row, the second. See the trucks that are facing towards the street, right?
Okay.
Right there, these black
that
ones?
row.
That row, if we had one.
Cool.
I don't think we do, but we might.
Okay, I'm just kind of looking for something like that. But
Right.
thanks, bud.
We got a value row of other stuff back here. Could be back in the very back as well.
Do you have anything in the price range of like $1,000?
No, probably not. Not yet.
No, I know.
No, usually we don't keep anything that's going to be like that. Woodhouse wouldn't.
Okay, do you know any place in the area that would? I mean, it's hard, believe me, it's hard to find a car that's reliable for $1,000, but I mean,
It can happen.
Yeah, I can. Any reputable, like, I mean,
There's the two guys up on the corner in front of the Casey's over here. They usually have stuff that's a little cheaper. A lot of the guys in South Sioux will across the bridge.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, those guys are selling stuff for $2,000. There's a guy up here that's got a truck for $2,500. It's got like 200,000 miles on it, but that don't mean shit. I mean, really.
Payday come like next month. I'll have about $1,000, and that's the price range I'm looking for because I'm looking to splurge on a vehicle. But you think like South Sioux,
South Sioux does a lot of cars for that around that price.
They probably have reasonable.
Yeah, and then for me, dude, that's the price that I shop in. I usually, you can find a lot of shit on, Craigslist will have a lot of cars at that price. The problem with Craigslist is the travel that it takes you to find the cars you're looking for and shit like that.
You mean they wouldn't necessarily be in Sioux City?
A lot of them will be in Sioux City, some of them will be in Lamar,
Okay.
some of them will be in, a little bit of a ways difference. If you got a way to get to places, then great. If you don't,
then I can still find what I'm looking for. How about bikes in that range?
like motorbikes,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. I've been all over town because I've been looking. I haven't seen anything.
That'd probably be a Craigslist thing too to kind of.
And as far as Craigslist goes, for like a 650, and I have to look at the bigger price range. But if you're looking at like 500, 650, 700 cc bike, $1,000 is easy.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go on Craigslist, Sioux City Journal. They have stuff. That's where I'd go.
Thank you.
Be your best bet.
Hey man,
man.
thanks.
Not run.
Where do you get your work done?
Up here in Morningside,
Yeah.
712.
That's the name of the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was independent. This one I got a yo-yo when Maya was still there.
Oh yeah, she's got a shop downtown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Same girl?
Yeah.
That was that yo-yo?
Yep.
She did excellent. I wasn't anything other than happy with it.
Yeah. No, I get mine up at 712 for a buddy of mine.
He's pretty.
He's damn good at what he does.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Thanks. Obama and crew are going to go with that car. I'm going to have to demand it gets a little paint job to black. I just have an infinity for dark colored cars. That orange one is unique, and I actually do like that orange colored turbo. I'm going to go see if we got any Dodge Stratuses. I want to take a trip down memory lane, see if I can't find something like the last car I paid for in full in cash $5,200 titled in my name, and certainly it wasn't from Woodhouse, but it was from a used car dealership, and nothing against that dealership. They sold me a car, and they were great about it. It was just, all went south when, the government, used their corrupt and evasive, faculties and flipped different people, and it's a long story to take it away from me, but I just kind of want to see if I can see something. Oh, that's badass. I like that. Now, Obama and crew, this is something I could work with. I like that red stripe down the side. Let's see, that almost, I don't want to say that's a Stratus, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility. It's a Dodge. Let's see. 85. Is that $80,000? Yeah, that's not going to be anywhere near my type of previous car. It was a 2005 white four-door Dodge Stratus with 90,000+ miles. Not as I saw later when I got back from Denver after being completely, just misled every time I called them. Believe me, when I was missing my car for a long time, I was calling their offices on a regular basis for many times over. And it wasn't until I got back to Sioux City on a bus ride that magically a title appeared, but that title was completely fabricated. You guys are good, it has nothing to do with you. It was a fabricated title. I knew that because, not only did I have vivid memory of that my car was white and four-door and had 90,000 miles, and the title that was I signed was in the trunk of my car in a lockbox, which I later got, but has since been, ransacked and gotten rid of. But when I got home, magically, and just driving in a bus from Denver to Sioux City, I got presented a title, or a copy of a title, that was trying to be passed off as my car as a 2005 four-door green Dodge Stratus with 40-some thousand miles. Wow, I like that guy. That is something I'd drive around. Do you have any Dodge Stratuses out here, bud?
We got one.
One.
Yep.
If you can't think of it, it's not.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it might be in the shop.
But it's a big lot of day. Don't worry.
Look at that white thing right there.
Hey,
So really,
that looks kind of what I remember. How you doing? Woo. Oh yeah, I'm going towards this Dodge Stratus, but we got an Iowa State Patrol car here. I wonder if this one's for sale. I just want to kind of see what type of utilities they got in there. They got some sort of crank that looks almost medieval, but I don't know. Certainly they got plenty of cameras on that guy. I don't trust the cameras on the front of these vehicles. I mean, certainly they tape and document the real-time situation, but believe you me, in today's world of technologically, they are edited beyond your belief. Certainly not beyond my belief. That would not be a Dodge Stratus. I don't think it's a Dodge Stratus, but no, Sebring. I'm gonna keep my looking on. Chrysler. I like this place. When I get my just do come up, and I'd be happy to come back here and buy some of these pimp cars. Wow. Hey, my friend, would you have a sticker I could get from you? Thank you. How about a light too? I'm ill prepared.
Want to smoke it for you too, or?
No. That is funny though. Thank you. I'm just going to throw this out there. It's probably a hard pitch, but I'm being 100% serious. I'm just somebody that's known, and I'm kind of, wherever I go, there's people that are watching me, and it's not a bad thing, especially these.
Watching you?
Yeah, not a bad thing these days. I do a multitude of things. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a pro wrestler. I'm an athlete. MMA is a penchant of mine. I do a lot of work currently online in several different fields. I got several websites that I market. I promote things. They just get gangbusters of traffic. So, I promote not only my views on things, but also business and like things that I think stand out and are beneficial, things that are passionate to me. Now, the reason I say this, I long ago said I would make a perfect walking billboard, but I'm not kidding. For example, like if a dealership were to give me a car, just hear me out. First of all, it would be word of mouth, which you already get. You got a great operation going here, but I would be seen in it, and two, I am very, very effective in marketing appropriately. It wouldn't be something where I say, well, I'm working with this company, but it would be something where I'm somebody that's on video, and I do things. I'm an actor, I'm an entertainer, so certainly it would be something that would be positive, that would be I could put it across probably, and not saying, well, these guys were just gave me a free car because we're best buddies. No, it'd be things like, well, I'd be going across country to my different gigs, and I'd put it, product placement. I'd be, my car certainly would be involved in that, but I certainly would have to show you the kind of the different online, self-branded media, just engines basically that are, continually progressing. That's probably, is that something that a company like yours would ever consider?
I think so, but you have to check with our office in Blair.
Blair, okay, but yeah, I just smoking a cigarette. I just thought I'd get your opinion on that. I'm gonna say I'll probably pass on going all the way up to Blair and being told no, but yeah, I am in a progressive state, and I have nothing but confidence and knowledge that in the future I'll be involved in a lot of processes where I'll be able to afford nice vehicles as your parking lot's full of. So, but thanks.
You bet. Thank you. Let's get back up front.
Hey, if anybody asks, tell them you can tell them I was an asshole or whatever. I mean, you don't have to tell them I'm a nice guy. You can tell them that too, but if it's going to get me, just tell them you told me. Well, I think we're going to wrap this now. I got some ideas for, oh wait, there's one more. I got to see this. This is cool. In all honesty, I would pay money just so quickly for this guy. I would love to drive this motherfucker around. Check that out. That is cool. And it's a Dodge. Not a Stratus. Not the kind that certainly the government ganked from me and took from me for no reason. But wow, I wonder if this guy's even for sale. Probably not. Looks like it's pretty populated with personal items, but wow, that's pretty cool. It's a Dodge though. I mean, if you want to stick in the same ballpark as the field that you stole my 2005 Dodge Stratus, you want to stick in the same ballpark, there's a Dodge for you. Obama and crew. I'm just getting some ideas. I don't want to say gift ideas because it's certainly not that. How about just payment? How about I'll think of something before I get back to my bike. End this table, but what would you call it? Just how about superstar fucking royalties, man? I don't know. Things I deserve for not only having my car stolen, because believe me, that's just a drop in the bucket. How about having, everywhere I go, apartments, hotels full of things, just endless amounts of money, wardrobes, everything in my life, everywhere I go, and set up again, taken because, let's face it, the government, made deals and put people in those processes to take them out, take everything out and confuse me and screw with me. Oh yeah, and plus it would be payment for trying to kill me very factually and obviously vividly over the past several years, and plus also incarcerating me unjustly, pilfering my money, changing my documents, intimidating people and misleading them in every way. Things that have nothing to do with anything. Basically just taking everything they could with their were just endless amounts of resources to people make my stuff, to set me up, to incarcerate me unjustly. I call it kidnapping when you take me and just throw me in jail so many times for things that were definitely not at all wrong. I mean, and let's face it, at the end of the day, a lot of the things I was locked up for were processes where I was moving along things that were in the large picture danger to society, to people, specifically, individually, and at the end of the day, you know, save communities that were being mowed down around me. It's certainly